Hello and happy to see you on our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from People magazine. Piers tore into Meghan and Harry, calling them a distasteful PR stunt that stuck in their gullet in latest event. Piers brands Prince Harry's Remembrance Day wreath-laying distasteful PR stunt. He has laid into his nemesis, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, for laying a wreath on Remembrance Day in the US and releasing photos. Good Morning Britain's Piers tore into Prince Harry on Monday after the royal and his wife Meghan Markle laid a wreath for Remembrance Sunday. He reported that Prince Harry, who served in the armed forces, asked Buckingham Palace to lay a wreath in the cenotaph on his name on Sunday, but they refused. Instead, Harry and Meghan, who live in Los Angeles, laid a wreath at Los Angeles National Cemetery with the message, "To all of those who served and are serving, thank you." Piers slammed the couple for hiring a photographer to picture the event, calling it a distasteful PR stunt that stuck in his gullet. Why wouldn't he want to show his respect when he has such a strong connection? Asked Susanna Reid. Why do it with a photographer? Asked Piers. Because if you don't do it with a photographer, no one will know that you've done it, argued Susanna. Oh, please, do me a favor. He could have issued a statement, shot back Piers. They launched a PR stunt with a preferred photographer to take the attention away from the royals back in London because they felt thwarted. As Susanna called Piers bitter for his comment, he added, "They want their royal cake and they want to eat it." Piers then tweeted, "My God, they've even turned Remembrance Sunday into another self-publicity stunt. Have they no shame?" Political commentator Darren Grimes tweeted, "There's something really quite tasteless about Prince Harry and Meghan at a cemetery in California with a photographer that just happened to be there to make sure they can get in on the action too." Another person added to Twitter, "Sentiment totally missed due to the fact they took their own private photographer. Disingenuous in my view, disgraceful pair. Please, can we have a media blackout on them?" Another royal expert had this to say, "If today's wreath-laying photo op at the cemetery was not a leaked publicity stunt for self-promotion, how did the press get a hold of the exact contents of the note Harry left? Nobody but Harry, Meghan, and their photographer were there at the time." I wonder when, even if, it will ever dawn on Harry that his decision to leave the royal family to live an independent life means what exactly. Before they left, we learned that they wanted to be part-time royals, doing only events they thought they should, and spending 6 months swanning it around earning mega bucks from red carpet events and other publicity stunts. Thank heavens the Queen said no to that idea, though. Had they remained in the UK, had a place in the country where they could live quietly, as do William and Kate, it would then have been possible to have all Harry dreamt of, a private life free from publicity most of the time, but then use his royal mystique on behalf of all the charities that benefited from association with him. But no huge income from the personal appearances. No hobnobbing with the rich and famous in Hollywood as an A-list celebrity. And Meghan would not have liked living in obscurity in rural England. The speed with which the decision to bolt was made shows there was no real thought of the consequences, and little by little, Harry is realizing the enormity of his actions. To me, this is one of their tackiest moves yet, to use the solemnity of Remembrance Day as a PR and publicity stunt. Whose idea was it to take along the photographer? I don't know, but I can hazard a guess. It's obvious some media outlets have bought the pictures, so the pair will have profited from other people's tragedy. Disgusting, whichever way you look at it. He gave up everything familiar for a woman who gave up nothing, but gained a title, a fortune, and the life she'd always dreamed. His choice. But back to Remembrance Day. With thought, he could have said no to a photographer, but again, he didn't think. It did not occur to him to consider how it might look to the world. All he did was Meghan's bidding. And until he turns around and refuses to be part of this tacky publicity circus and actually insists on the private life he said he always wanted, there are going to be many more such occasions. As Captain Mainwaring said of Private Pike in Dad's Army, stupid boy. Dad's Army is a brilliantly funny English soap about the Home Guard during World War II, and some episodes are on YouTube. Very British humor. The expert continues, I wasn't impressed by their actions. Tacky, even more tacky, was that everything Meghan was wearing to their private memorial was on a website. The dress, the shoes, the watch, bracelet were all listed. This is really showing how attention-seeking and how low they are going to chase the dollars. I hope karma repays them big time. They are an absolute disgrace. Just check the website. It's called Meghan's Mirror. Check it out. Everything she's wearing is listed and able to be purchased, and she gets a percentage of the sales, as well as the sale of the pics that we're taking. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I haven't seen any photos, and nor do I want to. They wanted to be private citizens. It's no more newsworthy than what anyone else did in the UK for Remembrance Sunday yesterday. Why do news outlets buy their photos? Don't they realize we don't care about them? But then again, it makes for some fun, hilarious fodder from all social network and everywhere. It doesn't take a rocket scientist or a Pulitzer winner for high intelligence to crack the mystery of whose decision it was to bring the photographer. I mean, what good is doing a good deed if you don't have a photographer so you can show your good deed? One word, the Marys, just trying out a new moniker for these two, don't know is anonymously, because you can't cash in on an unphotographed good deed. Oh, and I love British comedy, Mr. Bean. And there's a show now on a very dysfunctional Windsor family, aptly called The Windsors on Netflix. It's so funny. Oh, and this show about a TV writer, he's tall and it's hard for him to find a girl, and it's a great show. I'm sorry, I'm just not good at remembering titles. He's adrift with a broken rudder in a large and unfamiliar ocean now. I'm sure Meghan told him all about her ability to earn millions in Hollywood. After a few blockbuster roles, they'd be set up for life and could set up a foundation for the tax incentives and do good works, right? Harry, once I've made millions, we can then be private citizens in a few years' time as you want it, okay? Unfortunately, Meghan is a mediocre actress from a cable soap opera, not Hollywood. To be given top film roles, you have to be famous enough to guarantee the film's success by bringing your millions of fans to the cinemas. That Meghan was in the running for such roles was always a deluded fantasy. The other money-spinning idea was to rake in the cash from public speaking. Plus, neither of them are particularly good at public speaking, don't have good writers, and have nothing to tell us that we haven't heard already. In addition, I'm not going to be told how to be more humanitarian by two people who have dumped and ghosted virtually everyone in their lives. Barrel-scraping reality TV-style trash will not bring any cash in. That genre has been going for 20 years. We've seen it all before, and it's nearly over. Mystic Fig predicts that by 30th June next year, Harry will be back in the UK, being quietly rehabilitated with low-key engagements. Prince Harry delighted the public with a surprise visit to ... Whether Meghan will be with him, who knows? Probably not. The mansion in Montecito is effectively her chunk of the divorce settlement. Of course, the photo shoot was arranged, otherwise the dodgy Duchess would be suing the media for invasion of privacy. I don't understand what sort of people are those who get taken in by her. I include her in that. He's been taken in big time. I bet you they didn't clear it with the supervising authority first, or they would have been refused permission for this disrespectful and contemptible little publicity stunt. How about you? What do you think of Piers Morgan tearing into Meghan and Harry, calling them a distasteful PR stunt? Please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share with your own followers. And as always, subscribe to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.